Hello guys, today we're checking out this Mustang and here is the owner, Andy. Andy customized this car. It's got all sorts of cool parts and details and he's built a massive social following with it as well. This car has been featured on all sorts of things from news channels to obviously other social media posts, and now we're featuring it here. But you also have a lot of really cool stories with this thing as well, right? It's been used in a lot of very good causes. So tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of what the car is and what you've done with it.
Yeah, so this is my 2024 Mustang GT. So the reason behind the car was my son. We actually built the car for him for an activity at his school. That was early during the pandemic, and that was a 2017 Mustang at that time. And then I transitioned over to a 2024, slightly over a year ago now. I'm super happy with this one. I personally like this one better. I think it's a better look, more aggressive look for a Lightning McQueen car. But yeah, he was the reason behind the car. We did it for him. We went to an activity at his school. It was a great success. Then right after that, we realized that we can also bring a lot of joy with Lightning McQueen. Just driving around, we're getting so many reactions. And it was amazing to see people getting super excited. Not only small kids, adults, grown-ups, super excited to see McQueen. Especially if you're a Mustang fan, then you're gonna love this car. But it's been an amazing journey. We do a lot of fundraisers, work with kids with cancer, autism, non-profit organizations, car show, birthday parties. I've been to weddings, baby showers, all kind of events. If you're a big, again, Mustang fan, a Lightning McQueen fan, I'll be there for any events, happy to show with the car and then see the reactions that we're gonna get on the road, and then once that we show up to the events.
So let me ask you this, right? Obviously you said you started this because of your son. Did you expect this to be as big or, turn into what it has?
Not at all. No, yeah, I just wanted my son to be happy for that event. The expectation, I think, was just probably go, be there for the event. Of course, it was not like this. We only wrapped the side. I think we just put a small sticker on the hood and that was it. But we're not expecting that reaction. Once that I created social media and again, driving around, everything just blew up on social media. We reached a lot of followers like super quick, and we're doing a lot of events and all of that. So that's when we realized that we can do more with this. We can help the community. We can create a big impact. When you use social media right, you can make a huge impact, not only in the US, not only in Atlanta, Georgia, but basically around the world. It's an opportunity to work with a lot of different people. So definitely we took it from like one event that is cool to something massive that is right now, and I'm happy that I can bring joy to a lot of people.
Yeah, we met last year initially during the Ford Performance Season Launch in 2024, and now that's what we're doing here, right?
Again,
The Ford Performance Season Launch for 2025, and you've been able to bring this car around and celebrate more of that. Now, there's more to this car than just a wrap, right? Quite a bit more that you've added on and changed. Would you mind going through some of those things that you've changed, updated, etc., or what you thought just made sense for the theme, let's say, even the eyes, as I'm sure a lot of people have questions about.
I'm definitely all about details. It's been a really fun project. One of the things that I really like is the eyes. Definitely is going to change the look and feel. I actually had the eyes before, the car without the eyes before, and it looks very different. So once that you put the eyes, it's going to change. Sometimes I actually go like, this is a more aggressive look. I have like a friendly, wide open eyes that sometimes I change the vinyl on the eyes. So it's going to change all of that. And then going to a car, like some of the modifications, not a lot just yet, but I changed the intake. And then like one of my favorite things of the new Mustang is the sound. So what I have on this one is just the axle bag. It's a Flowmaster that sounds amazing. You guys probably gonna hear here in a second. But it's definitely one of my favorite things about the car. Driving a stick transmission with that Flowmaster, it's just amazing. I really enjoyed that. And then also just some of the cosmetic modifications. Of course, I'm a big RTR fan, so we got the upper grille with the RTR lights. We got the front splitter, the rims, springs are from RTR. I got the spoiler, a lot of different things from RTR. It's one of my favorite brands for Mustang. So I think definitely changed the design, especially the front of the car right now with the lights and the front splitter. It looks amazing. It looks more aggressive, so definitely better. The wrap itself, the design, I've been using the same for the last 4 years now, so not a lot of different changes. It's my own design. I design everything myself. I drew all of these and then put it on the car by myself.
That's cool.
A really good friend of mine helped me, of course, because I need a lot of help, but pretty much everything on the car is just kind of me working on this, hands-on on everything. A lot of work, but definitely worth it.
Yeah, I like that you've done a lot of the modifications, but also with a twist, right? Like you have the sponsorships, which are a reference to the movie,
Yeah.
but then you have the Fun Haver
real
logo in
ones.
there as well, right? So everything kind of comes full circle. How much, do you know how much this is lowered by chance on the springs? Is it half an
I
inch,
think
an
it's
inch?
just like an inch or slightly over an inch. I didn't want to lower the car a lot because I did it on my previous Mustang like 1.3 or so, and then you hit every single speed bump.
Yes.
So I didn't want to run into that situation. So I think it's just roughly an inch. Even with that, you have to be super careful with the splitter. And then some speed bumps, I hit the exhaust sometimes. So I have to drive very slow and really careful. I got it to a point like it's super stable. It feels way better driving with these springs, again, the RTR springs. And it's gonna lower the car to a point that it's gonna look good, also in combination with the 20-inch wheels that I have right now. So I think it's the perfect balance.
Very cool, very cool. So 480 horsepower, maybe a little bit more, give or take, with the exhaust.
486 is stock, yeah, and then we don't know right now with the axle bag and the intake. I think this thing is supposed to be another 20, kind of the same situation there. We still don't have the final number, but roughly around there, I think it's good enough.
It's kind of a work in progress, right? It's a mix of, it's turned into something you weren't expecting, but you're also still building the car for yourself and what you like, in addition to what you think kind of suits the build, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think right now, if you see it from the outside, I'm super happy with everything that I have right now. I don't think that I will change anything on that. Right now, next step is gonna be the engine and see if we can do some tuning, superchargers, getting more power might be a next step, but I think the way it is from the exterior, I'm happy. I recently been working on the interior just to get some carbon fiber parts. So I got the steering wheel, I think a couple of months ago. You guys can see all of the carbon fiber going around in the middle, in the doors. So I wanted to do something different. As you can see, it's a red carbon fiber.
Yeah, the red's very cool.
Different pattern. Depending what the light is hitting, you can actually see very different kind of colors and glare and all of that. So I wanted to do something red and very different than every other car that you normally see out there.
Yeah, it's an incredibly unique spec, much different than a lot of the other cars I've seen, and obviously the modifications just to further enhance that are all very, very cool.
Yeah, I also like the seats. I ordered everything red again, red stitches. The seat belt is a really nice touch from Ford. So there are a lot of different details on the S650 that are different from previous generations. So I really like a couple of things that they actually improved. Of course, the screen, there's a lot of people talking about this big screen.
Yes.
Right? I am a big fan because you can modify everything. You can change the display, the colors, everything. You can even go back retro, like, you know, first generation of Mustang if you want to have that on the display. So you can change basically everything on that screen. It's really big for navigation also, but the way that you can customize everything is super friendly, and I like it. This is a GT Premium, so you have the big screen. I don't like the two screens and then that gap in the middle, so I prefer this big one. It's super nice. Yeah, I think the interior, it's very different than the previous generation. Like looking at this compared to my previous Mustang is a huge difference, and I really like it.
So there you have it, guys. That is a quick look at this Mustang, which has been modified. Obviously, don't forget to check out Andy's page, which you can see here, right? And obviously, you have lots of future plans, I imagine, for different events and charities and other things that you will be bringing the car out for. And as you said, what you get out of it, right, is the expressions and seeing people's faces and getting to check it out, all for a car that you originally built for your son. So it's incredible what this has turned into, you know. And people can check out your social media, and you usually feature a lot of the upgrades and things like that in addition to other content that you feature, right?
Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna start working on more content, but stay tuned for everything that is coming up. Probably more events this year, even out of the state, not only in Georgia, going around the US to have some car shows, maybe non-profits organizations, and working with more people, just trying to spread the word, go around and get more reactions.
Perfect. So with that, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for checking it out. Definitely check out Andy's page. And of course, thank you so much for watching.